Just finishing up breakfast and coffee now. I gotta pack up my stuff and then I'm gonna get going. There was probably 7 or 8 people that slept in here last night, which can get a little noisy, and I didn't bring earplugs, which was stupid, but it's okay. I have 11.8 miles to Lost Pond Shelter today, and yeah, it should be a good day. I've got to go up and over a few peaks once I leave Bromley. Very cloudy this morning. The summit of Bromley was completely in a cloud, so no views, no sunrise this morning, but that's okay. The warming hut was hot. With that many people inside, everybody's rolling around on their mattresses, one person's snoring, which happens. It's not the best night of sleep, but I ate well, had some coffee, kind of took my time this morning. Goal for today is 11.8 miles to Lost Pond Shelter. And with that, I have to go over Styles Peak, Peru Peak, and Baker Peak today. They're all kind of up on this ridge line, so, you know, there's some elevation gain, but it's not crazy. And then Lost Pond Shelter will be on the other side. So I'm about 2 miles in for the day. I just descended Bromley, and now I am about to head up Styles Peak. This will be the biggest climb of the day. It's a little over 1,000 feet of elevation gain, I think. So I'm gonna stop here for a second, have a snack, drink some electrolytes, and then get moving. Today is the first day that's not bright and sunny. You can kind of hear some raindrops. It's not pouring, but yeah, it rained a little last night, so I was glad to be inside. But yeah, that's why I have an umbrella and a rain jacket. So we'll see if I even need them today. I'm pretty much, I think, undercover for most of the day. Summit of Styles Peak. That was a steep 1.5 miles. It felt like more than 1,000 feet of gain, but whew. Yep. On to the next one. These beaver bogs are so slippery. At least the sun came out. Just taking it nice and easy. There's very little in the way of flat trail today. It's all up or all down, but just a couple more ups. So I just started going down this pretty steep descent, and I realized that I went up and over Peru Peak and I didn't even notice. So yeah, I'm gonna chug some electrolytes and then probably make my way to the Peru Peak Shelter, or Peru Shelter, and have lunch there. I'm gonna stop and sit and have lunch, give my legs a little rest, and then move on. So I didn't stay at Peru Peak Shelter very long. I just filtered 2 more liters of water, ate a couple snacks really quick. The mosquitoes were so bad. So, new plan for today. Lost Pond Shelter doesn't have very many tent sites. They have like maybe 3 or 4. So I think I might push an extra 1.7 miles past it, just about to like Big Branch Shelter. It's actually, there's a stream 0.1 before Big Branch Shelter, and lots of tent sites around that. The forecast is calling for rain, possible thunderstorms tonight, so trying to get there early enough to set up before that starts. But yeah, I definitely need a night in my tent. Cooler, just a little more privacy, get some better sleep. I've been on these for like the last quarter mile, and they are so slippery. God, it's like never ending. I mean, I'm sure I'd be glad for them if it was really muddy, but they're so slick. Keep slipping and sliding all over the place. So this is the last little bit of trail up Mount Baker. I'm sure there would be a view if it wasn't for the air quality and the smoke, but I'm just gonna climb up there and then it's downhill for the rest of the day. All right, just made it up and over Baker Peak, last peak of the day. Now 1.5 miles descent to Lost Pond Shelter, and it'll be 3-mile descent to the stream if I decide to stay there tonight. I am kind of hurrying a little bit because I'm hearing a couple rumbles of thunder. No rain yet, but I'm just trying to get off of the higher peak and get to a little bit lower ground. It is a wooded summit though, so I'm pretty safe. All right, so I didn't beat the rain, obviously, but I'm only about a little less than 1/2 mile away from the stream I'm camping at, and it's only 3 o'clock, so that's not too bad. Hopefully the rain lightens up a little bit so I can set my tent up. Otherwise, I'm just gonna have to do it really quick. So I'm just gonna hurry up and do that. So I made it to Big Branch River or stream. It's big enough to probably be a river. And I set up my campsite kind of tucked away. There's a family camped not too far from me, but I got my tent set up. It poured on me for the last like hour. And I just kind of waded in the river and rinsed my legs off because they were extremely muddy. There are tons of bugs, thankfully, on the outside of my bug net. But I did 12.8 miles today, and it is 3:45, so that is the earliest I have made it to camp so far. I'm just going to relax for the rest of the night, cook dinner, change into some dry clothes, and just relax, maybe stretch my legs and my feet out a little bit, because they probably need it. And then I need to make a plan for tomorrow. So yeah, it's kind of an early night tonight, a little bit of an uneventful day, not many views, and it poured the last hour. I think it's going to rain again tomorrow, but then the weather looks nice for, the next few days after that. So that'll be good because I'll be getting into some bigger mountains towards the end of the week. So I'm just going to try and get the rest of the mud off of me and cook some dinner. So I got some water, ate some food, ate some more food, and I've just been relaxing. It's been sprinkling on and off a little bit. I think it's supposed to rain tonight, but yeah, I'm just kind of feeling a little homesick today. Not enough to quit, but just missing everybody, missing Frank, my dog. Part of that also could be that I barely got any sleep last night. The rain at the end of the day, and I just realized that I haven't taken my hair out of a super tight, like, top knot bun in 2 days, so I just did that. My head feels a little better, but it's like 7:30 right now. Eat maybe another couple calories, couple cookies or something like that. Put my food away, and I'm gonna try and get to bed no later than like 8:30 tonight. Unfortunately, I think it's supposed to rain again tomorrow. I'm still gonna try and make it to a shelter that sets me up to climb Killington in 2 days, and get into Rutland on Saturday, which is 2 days from now. So yeah, that's the plan.